I don't think anybody could stop me from playing football. As long as I'm good, they should be good.
He can do anything that he wants, and he's really shown a bunch of people that he has been able to. I just love how dedicated he is to the game of football. I really admire that about him.
He's probably one of the bravest kids I've ever met.
Snap count. Down. Quick.
I was actually probably a little in denial when I first met him, going, I really didn't think that somebody that couldn't see was going to actually play football.
I thought he was crazy for coming out to play football, even though he was blind.
When I first heard about it, I'm like, I don't know if this is the smartest idea.
They're going to hit you on your blind side. He's like, Mom, all my sides are blind. So what? Before Adonis was blind, he laughed a lot, he smiled a lot, he was very active, he loved sports.
I was about 4 or 5. So one day we went swimming in the pool, and I came out the water and I couldn't really see that good. It was like very cloudy and blurry. I mean, I thought I'd be all right. So I remember like just trying to figure out where everything was.
The next day, he was like, I need to go to the hospital.
We came back and they said, we don't know why he has this, but he has a rare eye disease called glaucoma.
He's a freshman, high school kid who's just like his teammates. He just has an extra challenge to him, but he wants the same things as we do. We just don't see it from his point of view. We see it as like there's a kid playing a game that cannot see, and we're so like taken back by how big of a deal that is. We forget for him it's just what he does.
I think it's cool how like he can't see, but at the same time he gets through life very well. His eyesight doesn't really affect how he goes about his life.
His vision loss is a diagnosis, it's not a disability.
In life, not only just in football, you're going to be underdogs. In life, you're going to find times where you think that you're outmatched, and you only are if you allow yourself to be that way. You're only outmatched if you give in to that.
So I think for me, it's been Adonis' safety that I've been a little probably over concerned with. I think that I was hesitant in the beginning because I was worried about him getting hurt, and I think slowly he's shown me that he can handle the risks.
Just because you're worried doesn't mean that I should be, you know. Like I know my abilities, I know my body the most. So I mean, for them to be fearful, they really shouldn't.
Now that I've had Adonis, I think if I was to have him come back to do this over again, I think I'd probably start using him sooner. You know, I think that I'd get out of the way quicker. Adonis requires a little bit of assistance getting from the sideline out to his position. The quarterbacks help him. I think that in practice time, it takes a little bit extra time to kind of get him set up or make adjustments in drills and allow him to get through in a way that we can get him in the right spots. I try to set it up in a way that he can use his other senses to have a little bit of success in a way that I don't want to just say, okay, you can't do this drill. So I got to find ways to help him, compete through a drill like his teammates do.
We do this tackling drill. Our coach says, stand here and go 45-degree angle left or right or whatever. And he kind of helps me with that.
The only thing that's different really is you just help him around, that's really it. He can do everything else. He can hit, he can run, he can tackle, he can block, he can do everything.
They have this bond, like we have to do our job because he's counting on us to be where we're supposed to be. We can't not line up correctly because in his mind, this is where we are on this play.
They try to like tweak it to like where I don't get injured or anything, but if I do get injured, probably won't happen, but if I do, it's because football is just a tough sport. It's not because I'm blind. Normal people get injured all the time in football, so it's not like, nothing should be like worried about.
Nobody's showing up, but I need somebody to show up. Gosh dang it. Somebody show up and show some pride in yourselves. You have got to dig deep and dig places where it's dark and scary and pull something out and show some heart. Please show us some heart. It just takes a little want to, a little love, a little fire.
People were just trying to figure out how I do things, and people with eyesight just don't think that blind people can do as much as they do. So I'm kind of just used as a way to show them that I can.
The freshman football team at most high schools often don't get a lot of time in the spotlight.
But reporter Matt Lively has been on the sidelines, tracking one young player making an impact.
Adonis appeared in every single game during his freshman season and even rushed for 3 touchdowns.
Adonis Watt is a running back, and he's also blind. Brophy's coach says he didn't tell the officials or the other team about Adonis's condition because he doesn't want any freebies in life.
And listening to Adonis Watt talk about his life and aspirations, he comes across like any 14-year-old high school football player. He also happens to be blind.
Now this video clip went viral and changed everything in like a week. I read some of the comments on the internet, and one of the comments was, well, this is a feel-good story, but why would she do that? And I thought, oh, wow, what do they mean, why would I do that? Why would I let him do his passion? Why would I let him become who he really is?
For the past 10 years, I've been having to show people what I can do and giving it my all, so they'll like finally just stop doubting it and just let me go.
I played basketball with him with a shirt over my eyes. It's really interesting. He just plays music under the hoop, and then he makes shots like crazy. It's impressive. I couldn't even balance. It was tough.
I think the way they remember the experience is different because he's there. He's bringing out the best in others. And I think that's what he does.
Hey, Broncos on 3. 1, 2, 3. Broncos!
Even if he can't see it, it doesn't matter. I mean, he still loves it, and that's just something that I admire, just someone that loves the game so much.
I want to be that kind of kid that, like, who he's being, like how he's so brave, the courage and perseverance he's showing on and off the field. I want to be like that.
No regrets. Hey, when you come off the field, and I'm just telling you, whether it's during a football game, or if it's on a homework assignment, or something that you're doing at home for your parents, think of what's possible if you live a life that way. When you go and everything that you put in, you have no regrets of the effort that you put into it.
You know, he really doesn't take any pity on himself. He does the best with what he has, and that's really cool.
He's the most fearless kid on our team.
It really showed me that there's no borders that you can't break past.
If you think something's hard, I mean, think about him and put it in your shoes.
Learned a long time ago that you don't tell a kid what he can do. So the people that Adonis meets in his life, me included, are always going to be his biggest obstacles. So as long as that kid wants to believe and he works hard and does what he's capable of doing, he can play as long as he wants. And I'm not going to be the guy to tell him no, because I know better. All coaches, I think, search for that team chemistry that brings a group together. That's what he is. He's the glue that's really, not only just with the football program and the football players, but he's the glue that's really, I think, kind of stuck this freshman class together.
When you live at 212 degrees, we all know who benefits, right? Who benefits? You. Everybody whose life you touch. When you are the best version of you, everybody who comes into contact benefits from you being that kind of player.
Broncos on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Broncos!